Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be making homemade jewelry. Especially I thought it might be a good idea since Mother's Day is coming up and it's just like a nice little DIY idea to try even just for yourself or if you want to give it to mom for Mother's Day. So we'll be doing the resin jewelry molds as well as we're also going to try out the hot glue gun method if you don't have resin at home. So I'm super excited for today and I hope you learned something from this video.
Okay, so first I'm going to show you what not to do. So you can see here I'm using the glue gun first, but I did try to add some glitter into that, which ended up not working. It was a very big glue gun mess. And then I tried to flatten it with the spoon, but obviously that was a really bad idea. So don't try this. But don't worry, we'll use the glitter later. So now I went ahead and did the clear glue first just because that was already in the glue gun and you can't really take them out. One thing that you should definitely remember whenever you're using the glue gun on these molds, make sure that you're making your glue very close together. If you kind of stick the tip in there, it'll kind of heat up the glue around it so you can kind of get it evenly spread throughout the molds. I did pick up some glitter glue for my glue gun, which I thought turned out really pretty. If you don't have any glitter glue and you just have regular glue, you can also just paint them with nail polish afterwards, which I didn't end up doing, but I have seen other people do that and they turn out really cute if you don't have the glitter glue. You can also mix the colors, so if you, like right here, I can do the glitter right on top of my clear part, and then on this one I'm going to add another color. It also helps to kind of plan ahead and kind of think about what you're going to be doing next since the glue is going to kind of keep coming. If you set your glue gun down, if you work with a glue gun a lot, you'll notice too, it's actually going to kind of keep continuing to heat the glue, so then it might get on the table, so just be careful of that. Just kind of keep it in your hand and be aware of it at all times. Also, if you're going really fast, that can kind of create air pockets in your mold, so you don't want to go too fast, and you might go faster than what the glue gun can heat the glue, depending on how fast that you pour it. You can really create some interesting designs with the different colors and layering of them. Don't worry about the strings that are coming off. You can pull those off easily. And the little ridges that kind of look a little bit jagged right now, we're going to be fixing those up after we take them out of the mold. Just try to get the tops of them as smooth as you can. If they end up being a little bit bumpy, you might have to go over them with some sandpaper, which I did not have, so I did not take that step. But if you really want to make them look nice and you're trying to do this with the hot glue, then you might need to get some sandpaper. But if you can, I would recommend using the resin because they do come out a little bit better than the hot glue, as you'll see in the next step. And I would definitely recommend taking this step of taking the scissors and just cutting those rough edges off, especially if you aren't going to be continuing with the resin portion of the video. It's just going to definitely give an extra polished off look to your finished product. And they're done. Here they are. You just have to go ahead and add the little clasps for the jewelry portion. So what you do is you take the hoop ring and you open it up with your little tool that you see there on the screen. And you can do it without that, but it's easier if you have that, just so you don't have to work with your fingers in such a little tiny area. But it's definitely possible. So just open up the hoop ring and attach the earring piece, and then go ahead and apply a dot of hot glue. And then use the little tool to hold it on there while it dries. I did go ahead and apply a little bit of glue on top of it once I had it adhered to the pendant so it would stay very well. As Simply Nailogical would put it, mandatory narcissistic montage. Okay, so now the super fun part, we get to do the resin. So resin is very specific in how you mix it. So when you buy it, it'll usually come with like part A and part B. Make sure whenever you mix it, first off, I'll read the directions, of course, but I learned that you do have to make sure that both A and B are equal parts whenever you mix them together. My favorite part about doing the resin jewelry was adding the mix-ins. For the coloring, I added alcohol inks to use whatever color I wanted. I also had the gold, that was also just an alcohol ink that I added. I added different types of glitter, and I had some fake flowers that were really small that I got from Michael's that I added in on a couple of them. I will add, I did go a little bit overboard with the mix-ins. I did do something that was really cool. If you noticed on some of them, I put a little bit of resin first, and then I put the glitter or whatever the mix-in was that I did, and then another layer of resin. So you can pretty much layer it however you want. Another step that I did not record was actually kind of wiping off the top of the resin so I wouldn't have to cut it. So what I did was when I was finished adding everything in, I just took a Q-tip and I wiped around the edges. I did that a couple times because I did kind of overfill it just a little bit. So if you can keep yourself from overfilling the mold, it's going to be easier for you. And then let them sit overnight and you'll be able to pop them out of the mold in the morning. They won't be fully cured for about 3 days, but they will be ready to come out of their mold and turn into jewelry whenever you wake up. If you have any bubbles before they dry, just pop it with some toothpicks. And voila, they are done. I did go ahead and apply the jewelry pieces, but I did that off camera. I used some jewelry glue for this one just so it was a little bit smoother. And just for fun, here is the finished product. For the bead portion, you can either add it to an existing necklace or make your own. Here is the side-by-side comparison of the resin versus the hot glue. If you do try either of these, please tag me on social media at Ashley Dooley Art so I can see what you come up with.
And if you like this video today, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that I know you guys are watching, and so I know I should go ahead and make some more videos for you guys.